Yes, now everyone, welcome back to the Predicts video. It's time to predict game week 9 of the 2023-24 A-League season. But first, let's see who got the points last week for the fans. And it looks like it was Aussie Stadium Builder who picked up 5 points thanks to that correct result between the Jets and the Glory. I only picked up 3 points myself, so the guest won last week, all thanks to Aussie. But I still gained my lead. I am on 30. The guests are on 25. They're slowly starting to catch up. Let's see if this week's guest can do any better. Without further ado, let's get him in here. And we've got Lachlan back on the predictions this week. First physical guest of the season.
Insane.
How are you, Lachlan?
Doing well.
Yeah. Alright, first game is Brisbane Roar taking on the Central Coast Mariners at Suncorp Stadium. Tonight, we're going to it.
We're going.
Brisbane, their injuries could be a bit of a concern coming into this game. Mariners have started to find their form. How do you see this one playing out?
As much as I want to root for Brisbane at home, I've got the Mariners winning this one. They're coming into form. They're pretty played, I believe. And Raw won the first
It was
half,
a draw.
and it ended up as a draw in the second. I feel like it's just going to be a repeat of the second half that we saw in that game, and I've got Mariners winning by 1 point. It could be 2.
Yep.
Who knows? Yeah.
And what do you reckon the score is going to be? Exact score?
I'm thinking. I think Brisbane will get on the score sheet. I'll go 3-1 or a 2-1.
3-1. All right. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick.
Give
with
me 2-1. Give me 2-1.
Okay, I'll go with you 2-1.
Yeah.
I have gone for a 3-2 game. I've gone for a Brisbane win. I think the injuries could play part, but both defenses haven't been great this season. So I've gone for a 3-2 Brisbane win. High scoring game, and hopefully for the vlog's sake, it is the high scoring game.
I would have put down 3. No, I want to change.
Game 2, Friday night, Adelaide take on Newcastle Jets over in Adelaide. Adelaide, are they getting pushed back into the form that we kind of expected them to see at the start of the season?
I don't know. I've got a draw on this one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably high scoring. Two teams who, I don't know if they want to play defense, but they're definitely not playing defense.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 3-all. I like a 3-all. I like that.
Yeah, 3-all.
3-all.
And maybe the Jets are kind of slipping back into reality a bit. They had that mega win against Wellington a couple of weeks ago, but maybe they're starting to go into that form that we all thought at the start of the season, kind of bottom of the table form. I've gone for another high scoring game. I've gone 4-2. I've got an Adelaide win though.
Okay.
I think the Coopers crowd will finally get behind them, and it'll be a great game to watch either way. And then the first of the 4 big Saturday games on the eve before Christmas Eve. The first game over in Wellington is Wellington versus the Western Sydney Wanderers. They played each other already. It was a 0-0 draw. Do you think it's going to be another draw, or do you think a team's going to break out and get the win in this fixture?
I think the injury, like similar to Brisbane, I think the injuries are concerning for the Wanderers here. Wellington, I don't know if they get Zavada back yet. Either way, do they really need him to win? It doesn't
after that MacArthur win, maybe not.
No. So yeah, I'm tipping Wellington at home. They could sit back. They could play aggressive. Doesn't matter. I think they're gonna win this one.
Yeah, fair enough. What score do you got for this one?
Give me 2-0.
2-0? 2-0? Bit of a low scoring game. I've gone against my own team here. I haven't backed the Wanderers in this. I think Phoenix are way too strong at home. I think the game against the Jets was an absolute fluke. It could happen on any day. I've gone a low scoring game as well. I've gone 1-0 Phoenix.
Okay.
I think they're going to scrape out a win, and Alex Paulson, another blinder. And the second game of the Saturday is Western United going up to Sydney to play them at Allianz Stadium. Stadium that Sydney haven't had much luck in this season, let's be completely honest.
Yeah.
But Western United finally getting their first win on the board after the first round, so second win all up. But can they win against a Sydney team who's struggling? Really, both teams are struggling this year.
Yeah, you said it there. Both teams are struggling. We said about 2 weeks ago it's a fight for 6 at this point. And I think Sydney have the better case at it. at the better side. They should
Maybe,
perform them.
would you say they have the more winning history in the club, which
They've got the
allows
higher
them...
ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got more of a winning culture there, especially.
Yeah.
That's not saying they're gonna win, but that's my guess at least. I'm thinking we get some goals going at this one.
Yeah?
I'm liking a 3-2.
3-2 for Sydney?
Yeah.
Okay. I can get behind that. I've gone a 2-1 for Sydney. I think they're going to scrape out a win. Look, another attacks have looked really promising so far this season, but maybe we'll see a high-scoring game. Maybe they'll finally all click at once, or maybe it's just going to be another low-scoring game. But I've gone for a 2-1. And then the big game of the week, the Melbourne Derby. A lot of controversy coming into this game with the Melbourne City banner not being allowed to be brought into the stadium by the APL. Melbourne City fans and the players are going to be absolutely fuming, and they're going to want blood in this game.
Hopefully no blood.
No blood in the stands.
No blood, no buckets.
But where do you see this one coming? Do you think Melbourne City kind of...
Victory are the much better side at the moment.
Yeah.
The score 0-0 in terms of T-Bows, but I'll go a 2-1 for victory in this one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've gone a 2-2 draw. I think there'll be goals. Maybe a late equaliser like Melbourne City have liked to do so far this season.
Yeah.
So I think maybe there could be opportunity there for a high-scoring game. So I'm going to go 2-2. And then the last game before the little Christmas break, Perth Glory playing host to Macarthur. Macarthur coming off a bit of a thumping last week against Wellington. Do you think they bounce back against Perth here?
I don't think so. I've got a draw in this one.
Okay.
I think it's the congestion of the fixtures.
Yeah.
And then travelling out to Perth, I think it's just going to be too fatigued. I think they want the rest of the year off, and I think it'll just be a tidy little 1-0, boring game.
1-1, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Macarthur winning this one. I do think that there's a possibility, like you said, for them just to be fatigued. They might be on holiday mode already for the new year. But I think Davila will drag this team. Maybe Holman gets on the scoreboard again. I've gone for a 3-1 Macarthur win here. I think there's the chance for goals, and Perth defence at the moment hasn't looked too solid. So I back this Macarthur attack. There we are. Week 9 of the predictions done. Thank you for coming on, Lachlan.
All good. I was dragged here against my will.
I had a guest lined up, but circumstances change. Definitely will have a guest next week. Don't worry about that. Make sure you check out our podcast, Learning A-Leagues, over on Spotify. I'll leave a link top of the description. So yeah, make sure you check us out over on Spotify. Go give us a follow, give us a 5 stars. But first, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're almost at 100 subscribers. So if we can get there by the start of the new year, I'd be extremely grateful. Hopefully we get our predictions right this week.
Hopefully. I had only 1 point last week, but last time we went head-to-head, I got 4 right, so...
Yeah, maybe...
Could be a good omen for me.
Yeah, maybe you need to come on this channel more often to get you more points. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon.